everybody. I know you remember watching Hall, and we got a special guest with us tonight. Her name is Lulu, and she's going to do the Milkshake. Give her a big hand, everybody. Welcome, Lulu.
Hi, y'all. I'm so glad to be here to tell you my story. I took a trip not too long ago, but it was a really long trip. So I had to stop. I needed gas and I wanted to get just a bottle of water. Just water because I'm dieting, can you tell? Well, I got my gas and I went inside. There were food courts everywhere and everyone had a long line. But one didn't, and it had a big sign. Milkshakes, and I said, forget the diet, I'm going to have a milkshake. So I went over to the counter, and just as I got there, a family of four came up, husband and wife and two small children, and we did that little dance, you go ahead, no, you go ahead. Well, he finally said, ma'am, I'm going to be a minute, you just go ahead. So I said, I will, thank you. So a young clerk came up to the counter. Now, I'm not trying to make fun of the younger generation, okay? I love it. But I just want to tell you the conversation went just like this. I said, I'll have a vanilla milkshake. She said, ma'am, we don't sell vanilla milkshakes. And I said, oh, are you out of vanilla milkshakes? No, ma'am, we don't sell vanilla milkshakes. I can sell you a chocolate milkshake. I can sell you a strawberry milkshake. We just don't have vanilla milkshakes. So I said, oh really? So I looked at the family and I looked back at her and said, okay, I think I'll have a chocolate milkshake. So she took a stainless steel cup, you know the kind you make the milkshake out of, and she went over to this big machine and she pulled down the lever and out come vanilla. And I thought, ooh, I'm going to get my vanilla shake. And the father looked at me and he said, they must have filled it up while she went on break or something. I said, yeah. So she took 2 steps over to the right and she pulled another lever and a squirt of chocolate came out. And she did it one more time. And this time it was all there was. No more chocolate. Well, then she moved over to the next machine, and she stuck that cup over there, and it went woo, woo, woo. There was my chocolate milkshake. So she handed it to me at the counter, and I paid her, and I said, thank you very much. As I started to walk away, I just thought, now what are people my age doing on earth still if we're not here to help the youth? So I asked the dad, I said, sir, can I just have one more minute? He said, go ahead, but I'm going to watch it. I said, young lady, I just want to ask you something. Have you ever thought, you know, one day while you're on break, have you ever thought that if you took that cup and then you stopped at that first machine and pulled that lever down and that vanilla came out, you just stop right there. Just fill it up and stop right there. Then you would have a vanilla milkshake. She said, ma'am, we don't sell vanilla milkshakes. I said, I know that. I understand that. But if you would stop right there, then the customer would get what they wanted. She said, ma'am, let me explain something to you. We're computerized now. And you know, she just kind of looked at me like, do I know what a computer is? She said, and there's not a button for me to push on this computer to sell you a vanilla milkshake. And I said, well, in my day, if I had to do it, I would push the chocolate milkshake button, but give my customer the vanilla milkshake, and then they would be happy. And I just glared at her. Well, after a couple of minutes, ding! The light went off, she smiled, her ears moved back, her eyes bulged out, and she got it. Well, by now, I I stepped away and I began to pull the paper off my straw, and the father came up and he said, "We'll have 4 chocolate milkshakes." Because you know they saw me with the chocolate milkshake. And she said, "I'm sorry, I'm out of chocolate milkshakes." And she looked past that family and looked right at me and smiled and said, "But I can sell you 4 vanilla milkshakes." Thank y'all. Hey, Mr. Milkshake, I got a joke for you. I sure do. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Howard.
Howard who?
Howard, you like a big fat kid.
Lulu, everybody, yeah, Lulu, yay, yay. Give her another hand, thank you, Lulu. Don't fall for her joke.